On a windswept island off the Cuban mainland, Fidelia Rodriguez combs through photos of a bygone era. This is the Smith family, an American family that once owned the home she's lived in all her life.
I don't feel I am a stranger to this land here because the state gave me this land. I don't feel like an intruder here because the state gave it to me, and before I had nothing.
RAUL CABOT also lives in a house once built and owned by Americans.
The American, before he died here, gave this house to my grandparents, who lived behind the church. After they died, this house became a family inheritance.
At one time, U.S. citizens lived here on the Island of Youth. All around are visual remnants of their lives dating back to the 1800s. An American high school remains, covered in faded revolutionary posters. Headstones in the local cemetery have names like Brown, Mills, and Kennedy. American families lived here until the 1959 Communist Revolution, and property was seized by the government of Fidel Castro. Among today's ruins, a new question. Will recent moves to normalize relations with Cuba mean Americans will come back to make old property claims?
We would receive them very well and welcome any gesture by a citizen, organization, or other group who want to salvage this historical memory.
These days, there's about $7 billion worth of Cuban property claimed by Americans.
There's several ways Cuba could approach this. If they agree that the claims need to be settled, they could approach it through a lump sum payment, which they've done with other European countries, smaller amounts, of course. Or they could participate in this dispute settlement mechanism that we set up.
Law professor Michael Kelly says Cuba is broke, making any full payouts unlikely. As twilight comes to Isla de Juventud, the dawn of a new kind of economic reality in Cuba. Robert Bumstead, Associated Press.